So we're here with dupreeh from Astralis. First off, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm kind of relaxed and looking forward to play, so everything's pretty fine.
Okay. How have you found London?
London's great. We've been here a lot of times, and I've also been here as a tourist, so I know my ways around. So I'm enjoying it. So it feels good to be back because we also came from winning the last tournament here. So yeah, we're confident and we feel great being here.
So your game, I believe it is in 2 days.
That's correct.
How are you feeling going into that?
FACEIT is obviously it's a tough opponent. You can't really deny that, and they did look a little bit shaky in the group stage of the tournament. At the same time, I feel like we showed some really good things in the tournament, and we also showed some pretty bad ones where we had some really hard struggles. But overall, I think we've been playing pretty well. And I think we have a really good idea how to approach FACEIT, and I'm just looking forward to playing. And I think it's going to be a great match.
Do you ever look forward? So after this match, then who will be playing?
What do you mean?
So as a team, do you ever think about the next game before this one's over, or is it always just this game?
Right. No. I mean, obviously you do tend to start thinking about what if we win this quarterfinal and what if we win this semifinal. But I feel like if you start doing that, you gotta have too many thoughts in your head. I feel like when you get to this process and this part of the tournament, it's really important that you try to stay focused on one game at a time, knowing because the way you're gonna approach FaceIT and the play against FaceIT is gonna be different, and the way you're gonna potentially face Liquid is gonna be different. So you have to have a different mindset for every single play.
So you guys at the last major fell out of the Legends and they fought your way back in. How do you like that whole Legends system?
I think some of it is good, some of it is really bad. What I think is the worst part is that you can have a team that is potentially playing great at the current tournament, and then 6 months later they might have changed 3 players or 2 players, or just 2 players because they need to have the core. But they might have changed 2 players, and they might not have done any results at all. They might not play as used to it, and then they will still retain a legend spot, which I feel like is a little bit odd. I think you could potentially do it the way that, let's say you qualify for the legends in the first tournament, and then you have to retain a certain amount. You can't lose a certain amount of spots on a ranking. If you do so, you will drop out and you will actually not have that spot anymore. And then I don't know how you would invite other teams instead of that, but that's kind of the hard thing. I think it's always hard to find a better solution. Everyone talks about it being flawed and it's not good, but then again, people don't come up with a solution either. So I think it's very hard. But I think there's definitely some optimization to be done.
And with both of those previous stages that were Swiss, with the final matches being best of 3, do you like the Swiss format?
I think Swiss is kind of interesting. Now we tried the local system as well, where they started reseeding after the third round. Gave some pretty interesting matchups, at least in the beginning, but I think that was mainly because some of the favorites started messing up and then they got each other fairly off. I think Swiss is a decent system. I do definitely like the fact that you have to win a best of 3 before you get knocked out. I think that's very important. So you want at least you have to play best of 3 to qualify if you go 2-2. I mean, like if you keep losing, obviously you will go out in best of 1s. But I think the system has improved since last time.
So do you like the minor system as it is, where essentially anyone can qualify for the major?
Yeah, I think there's always been this discussion whether like the online qualification part and all that stuff. I think you could potentially go one step further down and say like maybe you could have an online qualification, but then you'd have to close qualifier offline. And that way, if you have a really good team coming that is no one ever heard about, or that someone's a suspected cheaters or whatever, they would actually have to go to a land tournament and actually play before they go to the next stage. And then you can potentially have a bigger offline qualifier, so you could have a lot of the teams that might have lost against those suspected cheaters, they will already be at the qualifier. I think there's definitely some stuff to do, but there's such a long road from going from the open qualifier to the close and then to the minor qualifier. I think it's a very, very long road. I'm really a big fan of how Dota works, the way they have a circuit, also how League of Legends works. If you earn a certain amount of points, and depending on how much you do and how good you do, you will also be present at the Worlds or the International. I think eventually that will be the system for CSGO too, but there's a long way to go.
Because straight after this tournament, you're straight back out again, aren't you?
Like going to another tournament?
Yeah, another tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have like 7 or 8 days off, and then we go to Istanbul. So, I mean, like we just keep going for tournaments all the time. Like we just had a player break, so there's only tournament looking forward. So we have no time off actually.
Do you like that aspect, being able to travel around and constantly play tournaments, or do you want a bit of a break?
I think it's very important. Like if you enjoy traveling, if you enjoy spending time with your team and all that stuff, I think it's really nice to travel. I get to see the world and get to spend time with the people I like spending time with, and I think that's really important. And I really do love that. Obviously, there is a lot of travel, but it's very much up to yourself. If there's a tournament we don't want to participate in, we can just say like we don't want to go, and then we just don't go, and then we can have our own little break. But I think we have found a really good way to not attend too many tournaments, but at least attend the ones that we want to and the ones we feel like important.
So on your way to the top 8 where you are now, was there any teams that surprised you by how they performed?
I think NIP has been playing pretty well, to be honest, even though they didn't make it here. I still think they actually somewhat deserve to be here. Obviously Complexity was not really any team you expect to be here, definitely not going 3-0 either. We were the only team to beat them, I think. I think they went 6-0, like 3-1 in the qualifier, and then actually 3-0. So I think we were the only team to beat them, and we actually beat them like without any struggles at all, which I think is really weird. But I mean, like Liquid, obviously they've been playing well. We know Liquid is a good team, so it's not really a surprise in that way. But we lost to Liquid here in the group stage, and I'm pretty confident we're gonna beat them next time we play. I think they had prepared a lot for that one best of one, and they also approach the game in a different way than we expect them to do, but I think we will be more prepared for the next time, and yeah, I think that's the team that will win.
So obviously there's a change, Kjaerbye moving out, Magisk popping in. Initially after that change, you guys are able to roll with it quite quickly?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hard to get Magisk to fit in the team at all. Like, the best thing was that everyone got to the role they really liked to play. I went back to my entry-fragment role, which I enjoy. Like, I just want to be aggressive, and I got the chance to do so. Magisk picked up all my old lurking roles, and he plays on the other side of the maps. And in general, everyone just feels very comfortable playing around each other. And the way that we have built up this teamwork and the way we work together as a unit, also like even before the games, the way we prepare for games, the way we approach the upcoming games is really important. I think it's very unique. So I'm very pleased to have got this guy on my team.
So talking about roles, you dabbled a little bit in switching around the roles. Do you see that experiment as a success or a failure?
It's definitely a success from now on. Obviously, we had our discussions whether the vice wanted to keep opping back in the days, and I decided to play. I had been playing as stand-in with the op for him, and I felt it worked out really well. And I actually feel like I did a pretty good job. But then we jumped into the major, and everything just started collapsing because there's another kind of pressure. We were like the previous major champions, or at least almost. We didn't win in Krakow, obviously, but there was a lot of pressure on, and I got into an uncomfortable zone the way I played the op, and the same for him. So we had two of our star players not playing the comfortable zone for the entire tournament. That was just really hard to approach, and we decided to go back because that's just the way it worked. Since Kjaerbye decided to leave, I decided to go back to my entry role, which I've always been doing, and I feel like it's the role I strive with.
So just recently against MIBR, you guys had a really good result. I think it was the first 16-0 of the majors. How does that weigh into your momentum?
I mean, I think it's a really good picture showing that momentum is everything in Counter-Strike. We had momentum from round 1 and we kept it on to round 16. The thing is, like, the match was actually really confusing to play in some aspects because I think they were starting to struggle a little bit and they started to doubt themselves, so they started doing random things that we didn't know about, and neither did they. So they were like, let's go A, no, let's go B, let's go. And everyone just started doing like this and this and this, and we just eventually got all the kills because we were in a lucky situation. I think there was definitely a few rounds we could have lost, where we just came down to luck, us being in the right position or getting a double frag where we weren't supposed to. But obviously it feels great to beat such a great team and also be the first team to win a 16-0 game. I mean, like, it just, it was kind of unreal when we actually had won 16-0 because like we just beat like the former SK team like 16-0. They were always like one of the best teams in the world. So it was a bit unreal, but I mean, like, that's just what happens. But I'm happy about the result.
So obviously with you guys on one side of the bracket, a dream grand final. Who's the opponent on the other side?
Well, some would say that it would be FACEIT, but we will face against them in qualies, and some would say it was Liquid, but we potentially could face them in the semis.
Yeah.
I do think I have to pick Navi coming from the out bracket, and I also believe that Navi is going to go to the final from that side of the bracket. I don't really think, like, I do think MIBR could potentially beat them, But then again, I feel like Navi has another edge to the game, and the way that MIBR might be approaching it, like they still need some time to figure out all this language thing and figure out how they want to play and bring in Yanko in the way they want. You can definitely feel they're starting to play a lot better, and it's like I'd give them 2 months, and then I think they were going to be a top 3 team in the world. But I would still give the edge to Navi this one. So I think Navi's going to go to the grand final, and then there's a big. It depends on who shows up the day, who's going to be on site. It's going to be us, FACEIT or Liquid.
So talking about Astralis as an organisation, it seems as though they're on the forefront. They're trying everything, we've got the psychologists and everything. How much has the org helped you as a player?
I mean, there's so many aspects right now that it's kind of hard to try and pinpoint on which one actually helped. I think it's a mixture of everything. The way that we had mental psychologists helping us, the way we approach pressure, the way we work with pressure and all this stuff, but also the way we approach the game and see it as a career instead of just seeing it as something we have on the side. The fact that we try to do everything together as a team, we don't go up super late. We go together and we all eat breakfast. We try to work out together. We eat lunch together, all that stuff. We always try to do everything as a team. I think that's a very important aspect, and we also try to always, if there's a problem within the team, we try to loosen up. We try to talk about it instead of making it a big problem. We just try to talk about it and usually just solve itself, and everyone starts getting happy again. So I think we have found a really good way to approach.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Good luck for your game.